let's focus on good things, which is kind of hard right now. It's not that I don't care about the Epstein file stuff. It's just I don't want to know what happens in your bedroom if you're denying everybody the Lord's Prayer, right? We're all living the Lord's Prayer. Well, then a lot of that stuff's not going to be happening. And if it does happen, we take care of it toot sweet, toot sweet. Is that Benny Hill? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So I don't want to know. But what, concerns me, like when I watch the Weather Channel, okay? And then they sit there and say, well, this is weird because this cold. No, it's not weird that cold front. Okay, guy, you're talking about the United States. Okay, if you look on the other side of the planet, there's a place called China. And Beijing was 148 degrees in the sections where the high-rise buildings and stuff are, and the windows are cracking, right? And because it's so hot, and these people are just baking in these high-rise buildings that weren't there and should not be there. And do you see what I'm saying? And all that asphalt and that concrete. And it's obviously a genocidal setup. Well, because when I look at things and how fast the ecosystem recovers during COVID-19, okay, that they realized, okay, let's just stay the course and let's try to get as many people to do things irrationally, and then we'll use probably seismic explosions and things to manage the global warming. And I'm like, you can't do that, guys, because it's still in the Northwest. It's still dry as bone, and that's where the volcanoes go Krakatoa. Son of a sucking bitch, guys! You don't tell the planet. The planet is like a woman. Are you hungry? Did you eat yet? Hand me your head. Okay. Yeah. Here I am laying in the hospital, cut from foot to head. Didn't think my girl had the nerve. That's what they're going to do. Okay. We didn't have the tsunamis in Florida and other things like that with the different global shifts that would stop a lot of the irrational economic activity and maybe slow us down and say, hey, let's just not do this all together. We don't want to go Rainier as St. Helens and possibly, Denali, hey, that would be really bad. That'd be bad. That'd be really bad. Okay, especially across a beautiful grain belt like Canada that doesn't need to suck out all the oil to pay its bills, because all you have to do is just forgive debt and trespass. So when you sit and you look at all this stuff, you go, okay, I look at all the weather patterns and see where it's happening and go, okay, that makes sense. They're sucking all the oil out and running and driving Humvees and cars and running around big rodeos, lots of big Humvees. Okay, it makes sense. So why the weather patterns are doing what they're doing and where they're doing it. And where the activity goes to the afflicted people and goes, bam, stop, bam, stop. And you see that like with here. We had rain that came up from Mexico to come to our farmlands up here north of Cruces. And it tries to wash Vado away. Well, because Vado is the speedway. Yeah. It's an asphalt track with that, and and it also has the freeway going through it with all the business activity between Cruces and El Paso. So it's coming to try. It's like Zeus, blow him away, right? Guys, Olympus would be that away, right? But Olympus is where you should be all the time. When you're not, you're with the underworld's fire, the wife of close friend, wife of goes Urso, Vane, Scarpet with apricot. Okay. I went to go look up something for Guadalupe, and I can't find out when she's born. Or Leslie. Okay. Linda, June 14th. She's a Gemini like my grandma, my buggy. Okay. So, she's a Gemini like my buggy. She's so cute. She's born in 1971. And she's a Gemini like my grandma, my buggy. She's a Gemini. Okay. So that's Linda. Okay. Leslie's the oldest. I did not know. I wasn't paying attention. So that's her two sisters. Okay, Jennifer's in the middle, like Pancha's in the middle. Okay. Kind of in the middle. Well, he's not really. No. Me and Pancha are both in the middle. Pancha just always said she was a middle child. It's like, hello, there's Patrice, there's Val, me and you. There's 4. So middle would be me and you. It's always got to be about you, doesn't it? I'm just kidding around. She's a drama queen, I know. But it's like, and me, I piss everybody off. Okay, it's what I do. Okay. You're excellent at it. Shut up, Lopez. So, but I like Stephen. I like Stephen Bartlett, and then I went to go watch some stuff on him where he was attacked by the medical industry, and The guy even said it himself, the one man who's a doctor, and said that you can change your diet and it can help put the cancer into remission before you accept radiation treatment and your body being ripped apart. Okay, it's possible for people to do this if they're in the right circumstances. Okay, if they're in a not excessive toxic environment, recoil from that stress and that toxic abuse, and then change your diet to help kick a lot of the toxins out. Okay. Shut up, Jennifer. Okay, I love you too. God, she's a pain in my ass. Okay. Emmy, hi. Could you talk to your mom and try to get her to be less of a pain in my ass? Okay, thank you. I heart you too. You're my dog. You know what I mean. It's, okay. She knows it's not an insult. I love Zeke too. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. He's cute. I agree. Okay, so thanks, Emmy. Take care of mom. All right, thank you. And so, but we're looking for her mom got the thing on Emmy, and it was like, what is it? She's talking to Mario Lopez's little girl. I'm Catholic and I pray every day. Like, I know you guys do. Yeah, that's what, me and my dad got into it today. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to explain to him how hard it is to be me. I said, you don't want to be the Messiah. All the little girls that pray to Jesus to kill all the people that are raping them pray to you, and it comes to your head. And then you also feel the men doing it, and that they excites them and they enjoy it, and it's horrible. And so you get up of everything in your being to your all means necessary and every ounce of your ability to get up and stop it. When nobody helps you, it's frustrating. It's more than frustrating. It's like, I don't even have words to describe it. There's not even a Greek word like ariete to say, hey, this is how frustrating an ariete is. I'm going to invent another word. Okay, so you understand? So it's horrible. Right. And so when people are corporately corrupted by Lord Jesus Christ, that's an invention from a corporation, from they're using the Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa imagination. It's really hard being the Messiah. And then Dad yelled at him, no, you're not the Messiah. And then I got frustrated because I was like, no, Dad, no. People that don't stand up for the Lord's Prayer without fear are not allowed to tell the man that does it who the Messiah is. And then we've discussed this like 100 times. And then when I finally really got mad, he came mad at me because he kept telling me how I can't say that. And I don't not say that. It's like, Dad, we have the freedom. I can say what I need to say. I'm not. So finally I sat there and told him, so what do you want me to say? Okay, that I'm Howdy Doody and Jesus is Buffalo Bob, but at least I'm a really good Howdy. Now you're just being an ass. It's like, I'm trying to talk to you compassionately. You talk to Jesus, you write books to him every day, and you talk to him every day. And then I come in and talk to you and tell you what's going on, and you tell me I'm an egomaniac and that you're God and Jesus is God and he's not ready to kill everybody, the United States' enemies yet. And I'm like, that's not true. He said, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. Okay, that's what he said. Because it's right. It's eternally perfect. So it was really hard. So I had to go mend fences, and I had to promise him, I promise I'll try to never talk about any of that stuff to you ever again. But it's real hard because he sits there and talks to Jesus and writes about Jesus all the time. And then I go talk to him about it, and he tells me, you're not talking to Jesus. You're an egomaniac. I said, I believe I'm the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John, and God's omniscient, omnipotent, right? And you believe that Jesus is God, and that you tell everybody exactly what Jesus has planned and when he's going to have the kingdom of heaven here on earth, when it's his time to do it and when he's ready, right? I don't say that. I don't tell people, when's the kingdom of heaven going to be on planet Earth? Up soon, hopefully. But you're supposed to be the one like Jesus, right? Did they have earth, during Jesus' crucifixion, did the Lord's Prayer overcome the planet? No. Well, I can't tell you when it's going to happen. Well, because I'm not God. Okay, do you understand? And they get like, oh. But when I watched, I'm sorry, this gets very abstract. I got a lot of voices coming at me at once, and you got the flies on the wall here, and people get information, and they're trying to manipulate my father to be angry with me and to make it uncomfortable for me by fucking with his head, and then me feeling it and then trying to help stop the fuck of his head with their technology and their money. So it's really difficult on us. So I just realized, this is going to be hard. And I explained to him when I talked to him, I said, Dad, it's real hard for me to talk in a manner that does not talk about ultimate truth and appreciation of life and loving one another because of the appreciation of life because of ultimate truth. So it's real hard for me to talk in such a superficial manner to where I'm like an eggplant or a grapefruit. So it's really difficult for me to have conversations that are eggplant, grapefruit. Please buy my eggplant and grapefruit. I've got to pay more to live here. It's real hard for me to talk like that. It's exceedingly difficult. Okay, but they had the one guy who talked about the thing with the cancer. And then the other guy that argued that he was giving me some information, he said, if people that are getting cancer treatment like we administer it with radiation and ripping their bodies apart, try to do this, it will most likely kill them. And it's like, yeah, I know. Okay. If you start taking insulin, all right, unless we can totally de-stress your environment and take you out of a toxic environment and then slowly get you off that insulin and then allow you to adjust your diet and your exercise with a healthy environment and healthy exercise, is most likely going to kill you. Okay. And the same with cancer treatment. And then the one lady said, 6 women will die. Yes, because they'd rather save their baby feeders and try to live with their baby feeders, okay, than have their breasts ripped off their body because they can't feed babies because their environment is too toxic and stressful. It's a woman. You got to think like a woman. That woman obviously doesn't think like a woman. She thinks like a physician that gets paid to rip people's bodies apart because she won't stand up for the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer so women can live in a healthy planet where they have healthy baby feeders. And I, am like Sir Mix-a-Lot. We like real boobs, and we really like healthy baby fetus. And women like them even more than we do because they're the feeders of the babies. Hallelujah, brother! Thank you very much. I'm not Jim Carrey, but we are related in some strange way. And for some reason, we have a connection there. And me and Jim Carrey, my nephew's nephew Jordan, Uncle Earl, do Jim Carrey again. It's hard. You have to be in a mood. It's hard to try to channel Jim Carrey. I shall channel Jim Carrey. And once I channel Jim Carrey, I'm going to act, Dad's acting goofy again, and my daughter's going to try to sing on American Idol. Alrighty then, let's go. Come on, Dad's being goofy. Come on, let's go. Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong. Come on, Luke Evans, help me out here. I'm sucking up the place. Sing the first time I ever saw your face. Everybody hurts, especially when they try to make too much money to live here and money's not real. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I'll be doing the Tropicana until they shut it down. Did they already shut it down? I don't know. I don't pay attention. I stopped paying attention the moment I realized money wasn't real and I need to be the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer for the whole world to see on social media. Why? Well, because people are paying attention not to pay attention. They're paying them money not to pay attention. It's funny. Okay, you get it? Okay, thank you. Alrighty then. Bruce Almighty has just saved Evan Almighty from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay, guys, so let's load this one up. Thanks, Steve. This is helping. Thank you, Steve. I'm appreciating the connection with you, Steve. We might be able to hang out at a barbecue when we're done with this. Yeah. Patrick may even like you. Patrick's scary. He's very scary. He's scarier than me. You think I'm scary? No, Patrick's the scariest. He's his mama's boy. Okay, I love you, all right? Peace. Don't piss her off, okay? It's like Curly from, City Slickers. We send you Stephanie, don't piss her off, and don't piss off her son. Okay, I love you guys, all right? Peace.